Hi everyone, it's LittleSurprisesYT or Amy, and today I'm going to show you how to make this Christmas Pusheen inspired ornament. This was a custom order from a lovely customer on Etsy, and they wanted a summer kind of sandy background, but with the Pusheens and Christmas gear. So that is what I'm going to show you how to make today. I really hope you guys enjoy, and I will be showing a charm update soon of other ornaments that I've made and or sold, so that will be coming soon. So the first thing you're going to need are some plastic ornament bottles, or balls, sorry about that. They just come in two halves like this. They are aplenty in any craft store, Michael's, AC Moore, Hobby Lobby, Joann's, and they have these little holes or notches on the top, so you can add a string or a paper clip and hang it on your Christmas tree. These retail for between $1 to $2, but with a 40% or 50% off coupon, you can get them for like 50 cents. Maybe even less now because it is December, they might be having the 70% off coupon now. You're going to need a variety of colors. I'm going to put all the names down below, but I'm using silver, black, a dark silverish color, white, gold, beige, pink, and red. I know that's a lot of names right there, but pretty much any sandy color, any Christmassy colors, those are the colors that I'm using. So for half of the ornament ball, I use some spray paint to color it or paint it, whatever you want to say. You can use acrylic paint, but whenever I use acrylic paint, the colors kind of come out streaky, so I didn't really like that. I do recommend spray paint. If you're under the age of 18, you may need a parent to help you because there are some fumes. I cut out a circle template that would fit perfectly inside of the ornament. This is going to be our base when we make the background, and you will see what I'm talking about later on. I am using silver for the bodies of the Pusheen, and sometimes I get questions like, why are there dark pigmentations on some of the metallic or pearlescent clays? This is my theory. All polymer clay have oils, some have more than others, but it's more apparent in pearlescent and metallic clays. Once you mix it a little bit, the dark pigmentations will go away, but it can be hard to get rid of completely, so that's just my take on it. So I have one body facing horizontally and one vertically, because one is going to be on all fours and the other one will be on just their two legs. Here is a diamond shape that I'm going to cut in half to make the ears. And then what I'm going to do is I am going to use a plastic tool. This tool is from Sculpey to blend it into the body of the Pusheen. You can use any tool that you have at home. Once it is blended to your liking, you are going to add on the other ear, and then you're going to do the same for the limbs of the Pusheen. As you can see, I've already done so here because it's pretty much the same technique over and over. For the tail, it is striped, so I have some dark gray and some silver, and I cut them into little cylinders and blended it together by carefully and slowly just rolling it together. It will blend quite nicely. I took a blade to cut the tail off a little bit to put it onto the Pusheen butt and blended it in as I did before with the plastic tool. After blending in everything, now we're going to put on the features of the Pusheen. So I am adding some more dark silver or dark gray clay for the eyes, for the mouth, the whiskers, and any other details that have to be added for the face. This particular Pusheen is going to become a reindeer, so I added in some brown clay with little twigs sticking out for the ears. And then for the scarf, I am mixing some white and red, just kind of breaking it up and smearing it together, but not too much, and then rolling it out to make the scarf. I kind of rolled it out a little too much so it blended in more and doesn't really look like a candy cane. So later on, I just added in some red paint to fix that up. But yeah, that's pretty much what it looks like, this little scarf on the reindeer Pusheen. And then I also added in little ruffles at the end of the scarf by cutting it with a blade. For the vertical standing Pusheen, we are going to give it a hat and some hot chocolate. So I did pretty much the same thing, added in a tail and the facial features. For the hot chocolate, I have this white little cylinder, and I added in some brown clay on top to make the hot chocolate portion. Added in a small little cylindrical handle that you will see and some arms. And I know I didn't really show you guys how to make this, but it was pretty self-explanatory, similar to the reindeer. Then I pre-baked my Pusheens according to my package instructions. For the sandy background, I'm using some gold mixed with a little bit of red. The red is just kind of to give it a more Christmassy feel. And I put my little circle template from the ornament below it, so I knew how big to make the sandy background. And I textured it with a toothbrush. Next, I used my two baked Pusheens and made little marks or indents into the background. Once you like the positioning of your Pusheens, you are going to bake everything again according to your package instructions You can bake it with the Pusheens or without it, depending on how long you baked it the first time. And before I baked this, I actually added in some small little hearts, which you will see in the next clip. This is what it looks like after glazing the Pusheen and the background. As you can see, I already added in the hearts and paintwork here, and I hope you guys like it because I love how this turned out so far. Here is what the back looks like, and then this is what the reindeer looks like. I told you before I didn't like how the scarf looked, so I added in some red paint to make little stripes on the scarf, and then I'm going to glue it onto the background after. The one thing that I forgot to mention to you guys is before making the Pusheens or even any of the pieces, you should make sure that your background fits inside the ornament. But not only that, you need to make sure that the cap can go over the piece. So over here, my Pusheen hat is a little too tall, so my cap couldn't go over it completely. That was my mistake, and I hope you guys learned from my mistakes. So what I did was I took my X-Acto knife and carefully shaved it down all around the circle so that the sand beach thing could kind of go further down into the ornament, but then the entire piece would fit together. You can use super glue or E6000. I am using E6000. Add some glue to the entire side of the background, and then just place it inside your ornament ball carefully and slowly. You don't want to smear the paint too much because the glue and the paint will kind of react with one another. For some reason, the spray paint doesn't like the glue. And this is what everything looks like at the end, and I really like how it turned out. I am excited to make more ornament balls, and as you can see now, the ornament top fits perfectly over it. Now, some people like to hang it. I recommend if you're going to hang the ornament, you should make the pieces lying flat, but with this particular customer, they wanted it to be standing upright, so that's what I did for them. I hope to make more ornament tutorials throughout the year because I don't think that it should be limited just to Christmas. I feel like these round trinkets can kind of be displayed around your house all year round. So let me know what you guys think. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you guys enjoyed the tutorial. Bye.